Welcome to the Moms of Chaos podcast. This is Harley. Today we're just going to be going over and doing some introductions since this is your first encounter with us. With all of that being said, not that was really that much, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Um, like I said, my name is Harley. I am one of your three lovely hosts for this podcast. I will give you a little bit of information about myself, and then I'll give my co-hosts some time to introduce themselves. Again, my name's Harley. A lady never discloses her age, but I am in my 30s. Um, I grew up in a Christian household with a mom and dad until they divorced when I was 13, and my mom decided she was an atheist, and my dad remarried to a woman 15 years younger than him. Then I got pregnant and had a baby when I was still in high school. So that's me. Now I am married, not to either of my baby daddies, and with my husband, we have four beautiful children. My opinions can be a little strong sometimes, so fair warning, but we always try to make sure that you come to this podcast just to hear different perspectives, always done out of respect. But keep in mind, we are three friends and we call ourselves the Moms of Chaos. So shit might get a little crazy. If your panties get in a bunch, feel free to unbunch them and join us again for the next one if that's too much for you. If not, we're not your cup of tea, and that's okay as well. Um, yeah, you'll get to know us a little bit more as we go and talk about different things, but that's I feel like it's a good foundation for Harley. And with that being said, I'm going to introduce you to the lovely Professor Raven.
Ooh.
Remain friends and have respectful discourse with each other, I think is really important. And I think that you're going to find, no matter what, that you are among friends, you're among people that understand you. And we want to help you guys get some good information, some good laughs, probably at our expense, and hopefully some good resources along the way. So, yes, I am Professor Raven. I am not in my 30s anymore. We're going to leave it at that. I spent some time as a mom in the military. I've spent some time as a stay-at-home mom. I've spent some time as a working mom. I'm too loud.
I was telling Rain to stop vaping because all I hear is Raven's like, yeah, I'm a mom in the military, and then I hear like a Darth Vader.
Well, I mean, it fits.
BT Dubs, this is what you can expect on a regular basis. Please continue, Raven, before Rain so rudely interrupted you like the brat that she claims I am.
Oh, you're more of a brat than I am, honey.
You
Anyway,
are,
continue. We'll get there later.
We're aptly named the Moms of Chaos because our conversations can meander and can be chaotic, and sometimes we disagree on shit, but in the end, it's about supporting each other and creating a community. So you're going to find here moms that have done all kinds of different shit and managed to handle it. And I mean, I've got one kid grown-ish so far. We'll see how it's going. But at any rate, here's Rain.
So, since I am, of course, the brat that doesn't know how to stop vaping while on a mic, I am in my late 30s, and I have two Witchkins, as I will be referring to them. One is my partner's daughter, and she is about to be 19 and somehow has survived. And then the other is my daughter, and she just turned 16 and also somehow is still surviving. I'm not sure how because the attitude is real, but they come by it honest. So I grew up
Oh
in a
shit.
Catholic household. I went to Catholic school. And then I promptly decided that Catholicism wasn't for me, and I found my way to paganism. And that's why I refer to my kids as witchkins. Everybody has different energies. Like it's been said by the other two hosts of this podcast, we have varying opinions. We have different belief systems. We have different parenting structures that we do, but we can all glean something from the other person. Um, I've been with my partner for the almost 7 years now, and I have quite a few animals, even though my door is closed and there is
That
only one animal in here. You may
was that
It's
hear.
the
all right.
oldest furry
It's
child?
nothing. It's nothing compared to whoever's phone keeps on vibrating. So if somebody sounds like they're getting some big O's while the other person's talking.
Oh my bad. Discord's blowing up my phone. I'll move it. Sorry.
Dude, mine's on silent. I was like, shit, is it mine?
No,
Um,
mine's on silent, but it was sitting right here on my computer. So, and no, the big
no,
O's were last night. Thank you very much.
2 days ago for me. Anyway, but Harley's over there thinking
They probably get some today.
she couldn't breathe
No,
today.
I got some last night. I
Yeah.
got some really good ones last night. Oh my God.
Uh-huh. It was lovely. I came home to somebody that was ready to go. It was
What, did
By
he
the
know you
way,
were reading smut again?
go.
I want you guys to know, and the listeners can enjoy this and learn with us as we go as well. I have
Hell.
discovered that I can mark clips in the audio. So, listeners, beware. You are going to have sound bites of us talking about big O's, and you're probably going to hear me going, oh, yeah, I got some good ones last night. And yes, phrasing is a thing. Archer may have made it popular, but I coined that bitch. Whoop, whoop.
So I'm also going to point out that Big O, though we may be talking about those, is the name of my partner's bike. Because, as he said, it's an 800-pound vibrator.
Not from the back seat, it's not.
Well, you also had your legs wrapped around my boyfriend.
And that,
I was riding
ladies
him
and
like a horse.
gentlemen, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a plethora of sound bites for you. And just so you know, they won't be one-offs. Nay, nay. These will occur
There it is.
regularly.
Nay, nay.
Nay, nay. Our
So,
podcast,
to get us a little more.
our podcast, literally, it is, yes, we're the Moms of Chaos. It is literally us shooting the shit and welcoming you into our community and our village and our circle. And if you're a mom of chaos, a dad of chaos, a non-binary of chaos, if you're a person of
If you're
chaos, an
an ant
entity
of
of
chaos,
chaos, a being of chaos, an energy of chaos, you're
As long
welcome
as
here.
you can be respectful and friendly, you're going to get the same back from us. We don't judge
Absolutely.
a lot.
okay, we do it. We do a little
I,
judging, but we do it from a place of love.
yeah,
We do judging.
Unless we have a reason to not.
We do judging. And
we're
Okay,
judging.
so here's
and
the judging.
let's
Hold on, Harley, hold on.
wait,
Harley, hold
Rain,
on.
you just gave us
So no,
the
shush,
perfect
no.
segue. You just gave us the perfect segue about the
I'm trying to
judgment.
segue to yourself. Yes. Okay. So yeah, segue. I'm just imagining Paul Bart on Mall Cop right now.
That was what was in my head.
So the reason why the judging thing is so funny. Harley, we've been friends for what, 10 years? No, over 10
Longer than
years now.
that, right?
Yeah. It's about
And
it's
here's
about
some
10
backstory.
years.
So here's some backstory. When we met, we did not like each other at all. I was friends with her
No.
now husband.
Yes. And I'm a jealous bitch. I'm a greedy bitch too.
And she's extremely territorial.
And
And
bratty.
I say this as someone that she gets territorial over, and she's not my girlfriend. Okay? But I
Yeah,
can't
that
have a
car
girlfriend because then it would
commercial.
take away from her time.
Yeah, that car commercial where the guy licks the door handle and he's like, "My germs, it's mine now." Yeah, I take that, but I'll pee on you to mark you as mine.
And if she pees
I
on me, I'm going to shank her.
I will R. Kelly that shit fast in a hurry, and I may die from getting shanked, but you will die. You will know that I died with you as mine.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think I'm gonna have to
territorial.
get. I think I'm gonna have to get the other one on you. Okay, so more sound bites for you people.
There you go.
When the youngest of Harley's brood, we have some very strong opinions of that one's mother,
Birth giver.
birth giver. Yeah, we'll go with birth giver. And we had done play dates.
I'm just gonna call her
My
the egg
witchkin.
carton.
Oh my shit, I love it.
Okay, so we had done play dates and stuff with 1 and 3 and my witchkin 2 many times, and her partner was always there. And we'll go ahead and call him Joker, okay? So Joker was always there. Well, one day he was pulling overtime, and Harley wanted to get out of the house. So she's like, "Hey, working. I can stop by and grab pizzas. I have all 4 kids. I just need to get out of the house." All right, cool, bring him over. Because we were civil with each other, but we didn't like each other. It's kind of that thing. And
Like I can
I
work with
think
you,
by
but
that
I will
point,
not get a beer with you afterwards.
I think that by that point we had kind of started feeling each other out. I think that we had realized that there was potential with each other, but we were trying to suss out, was it real potential or was it ugly potential? You know what I mean? All right, go
was
ahead,
it
Raven.
was it
In the
real potential, or
moment.
are we being civil for Joker's benefit, because not going to ask him to drop friends, and obviously not going to ask him to drop his fiance. That would just cause all types of problems. Uh, so they come over, bring pizza. I have, and then we have the kids distracted. They're watching something or playing with something or whatever, because there's 4 of them, varying ages, or 5 of them counting mine, varying ages. Chaos was ensuing in my apartment. But that wasn't the only chaos ensuing. The amount of shit that we talked about the egg carton. I think in that first 6 months of us hanging out, just us, she went through a lot of names, none of which were her actual name, because our opinion of her was very she very low, and she earned that with how a lot of things transpired, which Harley may or may not get into later on, as you get to know us. And then probably about a week or 2 after that, we decided that, hey, we want to go to a movie. And I brought, what did I bring? Malibu. And we stopped and got juice. And then we ended
No,
up in the parking lot freaking talking until 1 o'clock.
you brought Cool Whip vodka and we mixed it with
That's right.
the Welch's like
Pineapple
orange, yes, pineapple orange juice. So we had dreamsicles basically.
What did we go see?
I
something with
don't
Chris Pratt.
remember. It was a Western.
It was a Western one. It was a Western one.
It was a
and
Western.
It was,
It was a Western, and Joker was quite perturbed that we went and saw that without him because I didn't realize that he wanted to see it.
The Hateful Eight.
It was, oh God, what was it?
It wasn't the Hateful
I
Eight.
Yes,
I
not.
don't know,
I don't think it was
something
not
like that.
Hateful Eight, but something Eight.
Well, I know it was not the Ridiculous Six because that one was a really dumb but funny movie. It is best seen at home in your pajamas with some really good whiskey.
I thought
Yeah.
it was something
So
7.
I think it was there was a number in it, and it was
There was
who
6,
else was
7,
in it?
or
Was
8.
it
One of those two.
Yes, there we go.
Wasn't Denzel Washington in it also?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, it's
I
whatever one
don't
had
know.
Denzel and Chris Pratt.
There was a lot of
Dude, this was
alcohol.
10 years ago, all right?
This was
And
10
this is at
years
a time when
ago,
I used to drink
and
alcohol.
I
And then
used
we
to
stood
drink as
we
well.
stood outside talking. We stood outside the we stood outside the theater for probably 2 hours, and they're like, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. So I go to Denny's. And then when we finally got home at what, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And now
It
it's
was
like
about
we go for a
about
Denny's
10.
night. We go for a Denny's night now, and it's like, dude, it's 11 o'clock. I'm fucking tired. I want to go home.
Oh
But
yeah.
that
Oh
was
yeah.
actually that judgy opinion sharing moment in time was actually the start of the Moms of Chaos. And then we added in the lovely Professor Raven, and I will let her tell that story on how she came to the fold.
So there's very few ways that adults make friends, right? Either you're in school or you go to church or you make friends at work, or your kid makes friends with another kid at school and you have to meet their parents because that's just a thing, right? You got to know who your kids are going to hang out with. So we lived at the time like 2 streets away from each other, I think, and our kids went to the same school in the same grade and they would walk home together and whatnot. But up and Rain was like, no, my kid can't go over to your house until I meet you. And I was like, all right, that's fair. And we finally met at some kind of performance at the school.
It was the Halloween performance for Witchkin 2's dance class.
That's right. And we just kind of sat in the bleachers and laughed at the kids and talked, and
I complimented tattoos.
That was that.
I complimented tattoos, and I think that's what sealed the deal.
It's funny, nobody at work has seen the whole canvas.
For context, we are all tattooed and pierced, and we have all dabbled with crazy colored hair. We are all about expressing. We're all about expressing yourself. And quite frankly, however a person chooses to express themselves, as long as it's not damaging to other people, like, to each their own, right? I mean, who gives a shit? If you want to walk around with 00 gauge nipples, be my guest. I don't want to do that shit, but
just be really
more
careful
power
with those
to you.
bitches, because that'll hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, so that also leads to another story.
I love that talking about nipples is like, I have a great story.
Okay, so so I'm kind of the connector piece between Harley and Raven. Well, I brought Raven into the fold, and Harley, of course, was like, no, I am the original. I'm the original. You don't have anybody else. You don't have any other best friends but me. So,
real quick, Dub, side note, the names that we are giving you, please understand, they are pseudonyms. So in reality, Harley, aka me, numero uno, and Raven, aka numero dos, we actually have the same name. And let's make things even better. We are both married to men of the same name. So poor Rain is like, I'm talking to Harley and Joker number 1. I'm talking to Harley and Joker number 2. So, for simplicity, I am Harley. The other is Raven.
The
And
other,
then
excuse your face.
Rain is the little plus sign that brings us together. Okay,
I'm
go
all
ahead,
about,
Rain. I
you
didn't
know,
mean to interrupt your
drawing the
story.
numbers. Oh,
See, I eventually wore Harley down. She liked me now.
okay. I think what solidified that wear down was we went on the Moms of Chaos trip,
The beach trip. I
and
did not get enough whiskey that weekend.
I think Harley still has some of the booze from that weekend, the Jack Daniels case
I'm
that you got.
pretty sure she left it to me, and I'm pretty sure that apprentice number 1 has drank it since then.
No,
But
I still
so
have some Jack Daniels.
You.
Yeah, some of those Jack
so
Daniels mixers. They're in my little mini fridge.
so that her hooligans don't help themselves. Um, but
Oh,
so
you got one that was.
so we all started a chat on Facebook and just shooting the shit, talking about the hellspawn, I mean children, and animals and crafty stuff, tattoos. We all have similar interests in certain aspects, but we are very different. And then we decided, you know what? Moms of Chaos trip sounds like a good idea. So we started planning.
I need a goddamn beach trip.
And we made a beach trip, which we ended up having to, what was it, 3 or 4 hours away. And Raven and I lived close enough that we just took one car and we met Harley there. And then we had a fantastic weekend. And I would love to go into the pool, our dinner and a show that we had that. But I'm going to let Raven tell that story, or Harley, whichever one wants to take over talking.
Y'all, I am not a prude. Like, I'm all for sexual expression, however that looks in your life, as long as it is between consenting adults. I don't give a shit.
If I have to swim
and
through
here's
the
where a little bit of
juices,
our
I
own
have a
judgment.
problem.
So we're sitting outside the pool at the hotel, enjoying a lovely takeout dinner, when we realize that there is a family with, mom, dad, and a couple young kids. And there's a bunch of adults in a corner. And we're pretty sure the adults were swingers in the same pool as these poor little kids. And all of us, look, I got around in my 20s. I had a lot of fun, and some of it was not exactly in a private space. But it was never around kids, and it was never in a pool that other people were going to have to swim through my leavings. It was.
I don't want that. I don't want that eye booger. Get out of here.
Right? Nobody wants to swim through potential pink eye. So it was, that was one thing.
The children that never were.
Oh, yes.
But no, so that happened, but then we called the front desk.
Poor front desk person. Oh,
not only that, but they finally moved away from being in the pool and they went to the hot tub and continued. And I'm sitting there going, I can't eat because I'm not okay. I can be judgy and I'm my own worst critic, and I could stand to shed a few pounds, and I'm not the hottest thing ever, and that's perfectly fine. But I didn't look that withered, and they looked rough. They looked like they had a rough life.
The public.
I'm not making myself visible for public consumption.
Exactly. Like, I know y'all have a hotel room. Why aren't you doing this shit in there?
And if you don't have a hotel room, what the hell are you doing at the hotel pool? Poor Harley.
I don't want to think about it.
Poor Harley's over there going, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke.
So you started talking about the dinner and a show, and this was so traumatic for me. I think I had blocked it out. Like, you're triggering me right now because Do you know what
Yeah.
sticks out? Do you know what sticks out for me? Do you know what sticks out for me? And listen,
Was it
audience,
the
this
guy
is where we're
sticking
gonna
out in
get
his
judgy.
leopard bathing suit?
No, no. It was the chick with the cheeky bottoms that there weren't no cheeks, bitch.
Oh my God, she was a
Like,
beanpole. That's so true. Oh my God.
like,
That thing had no ass.
but again, more power to you. You feel comfortable rocking that, that's fine. That doesn't mean that I have to enjoy the sight. And I
You don't
did
need
not.
to see you dude in a public pool.
Okay, neither one of the dudes were overly attractive either. So, and that came from all of us, and we all have different types.
Uh-huh.
So,
Listen,
Like,
listen,
my partner is basically Grizzly Adams.
there are certain facial expressions that I don't need to learn from specific individuals. And there were some facial expressions from the recipient of the female's attentions that I could have gone indefinitely
Let's just
without
say he
knowing.
was having a wonderful time.
I don't
And,
know.
you know,
He
if they had
looked
put
like
that
he
shit
was
up on
damn
that
near in
one subreddit, that
Euphoria.
would have been fine, but
he was in Euphoria because,
yeah.
you know, somewhere else to put it.
Stop talking about it. We're stopping. I just flicked my tongue and then I thought about what that could have been. Oh my God. And this is why we will never have video. This is why we will never have video on our podcast.
Okay, so
Because
I'm
I
going to say
think
never
that
say
it
never.
would be too much. Well, okay, this is
No,
why
it'll be
we
fine.
don't currently have it. I need to learn to school my features because
Oh my God, you spent 30 some odd years to do that. It ain't working. And I think, why try? Why bother at this point?
oh
You
yeah.
have you have
No.
reached that age where I don't give a fuck is firmly part of your personality.
You're gonna get to the point where really you're gonna actually feel your give a fuck just kind of melt off of you, just day by day, and you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass lady, and I'm rocking leopard print, and I don't fucking care.
Yeah, but here's the problem, okay?
And you bitches can make fun of my leopard print bell bottoms all you like. I love those things.
I'm going to point out
I
Witchkin
have
2.
I love it when we get Harley almost speechless.
Okay, so I'm gonna
no, okay.
get off the
Well, I didn't want
horrible
to interrupt
subject.
Rain. No,
Well,
hold
you
on.
look like
Wait,
you
I just
froze on
want
my
to say
side,
this.
so
I froze because it looked like you were talking and then it looked like you froze. So I am so sorry. But no,
communication is a
okay?
thing.
I don't think that the audience is ready to experience the vast array that is my facial expressions because
They're so
I
precious.
I have resting bitch face, but it's not resting. It's perpetual looking at you like what the fuck is wrong with you? But that's not what I'm thinking sometimes. But that's what
Okay,
my face says.
sometimes.
60% of the time, it's every time.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So
I just
how Raven was saying about her leopard print bell bottoms. She needed to clean out her closet and get rid of stuff that she wasn't really wearing and organize her clothes and everything like that. Well,
We're gonna have to do that again in a few months, BT dubs.
I'll let Witchkin 2 know. So Witchkin 2 and I go over and we help. Witchkin 2
is savage as fuck.
is extremely savage as fuck, and Harley is a proud auntie when it comes to that. But not only that,
I
so
am.
I am extremely empathetic, and it is this huge joke in my house that Witchkin 2 is a secret love child of me and my current boyfriend. And I'm like, and we've told her, it's like, honey, we've done the math. We did not fuck before we met. And she's sitting there going, "Bleh." I'm like, you're the one that set this up. Your mom got lucky. That's how
Don't
you're
ask
here.
questions you don't want the answer to.
So I also have no problem talking about sex or anything like that with my daughter. I don't give her specifics, obviously, because that's gross. But she has the most
Toads in her throat.
perverted sense of humor. And it's funny because you sit there and you listen to her and you're like, okay, has she had sex? No. She tells me too much. I know
No.
damn near everything going on in that kid's life because I am her person and she overshares. And I'm grateful for that because holy crap, make sure you know what's going on with your kid. But there are times I'm sitting there going, kiddo, I didn't need to know that. You have to remember I'm still your mom. I'm still your mom.
Nay. Put that boundary back in place.
Like okay. Prime example, I didn't need to know her boyfriend showed her his dick. And this is the previous boyfriend.
That does not surprise me at
So
all.
of course I had to make it worse. And here's how.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm an asshole.
Excuse me?
She is. Oh my god.
Hold on. I'll tell you what happened. I could have sworn I told
Go
you
on,
about this,
Harley.
Harley.
First time hearing of it too.
Oh, okay.
Look at my motherfucking face. Does it look like I knew somebody showed their ding-a-ling to my sweet, innocent, virtuous niece?
Okay,
That's
first of
a
all,
crock of
who the
shit,
fuck
by
are
the
you?
way.
You've been away for too
You
long.
talking about? This is my kid we're talking about. What the fuck?
Cute little. Dear God.
Okay, like I'm glad she couldn't even keep a straight face trying to do that. It lets you know where we're at. Tells me about which can two tells me about
Nobody's
this.
here.
And this boyfriend had been over to the house. They were friends prior to dating. Super close, all that other stuff. So she tells me about that. So I have to go and I have to tell my partner because it's too fucking funny. It's like I have to be traumatized with this information. I'm not dealing with this trauma by myself. Fuck that.
Nope, we must share it.
I must share this knowledge. So, Witchkin 2 was on the phone with said boy when we came back in from the smoke shack. And for reference, we can vape in the house, but no smoking cigarettes in the house because that vapes smell pretty. Cigarettes do not. So we come in from the smoke shack and Witchkin 2's on the phone with him. And so my partner's like, give me the phone.
I'll fuck this kid up.
And
Oh no, I can picture that one wanting to fuck with him.
he did. So he gets on the
What did the captain do?
So okay, yeah, we'll call him captain. So the captain gets on the phone and is like, so what is this I hear about you showing my daughter your dick? It wasn't at your house if it makes it better. So there is a rule. Okay, not a rule. There is a lingering.
I masturbated in the elementary school parking lot, but there weren't kids present, if that makes it any better. No.
Pee-wee Herman didn't get to use that as a pass.
So there's this overarching, we'll say
Is
rule,
this the
but
little
it's that
fuckwad that I had in my car? Was he in my car? Was that the little shit that was in my car?
no, this is the one that recently came to a close.
Oh, okay, the most recent. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in him.
Oh, she's already her and the new dude are already official, and he went super romantic with it. It was so funny.
Was he trying to show her a rash? What was his objective in showing her?
I don't want to know.
Look at my mushroom.
Probably that. It's probably like this is
What do you think of
what
my
you get to
fungus
look forward
patch?
to. Should we go down this road?
Um,
Helicopter.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Well, no, if we were meant for a day, we would be doing that in the mirror. Just
apparently it takes some skill. Um,
Uh, so does the whirligog action that I do with my boobies, but we ain't talking about that.
okay, your boobs are the size of my head. Yours can do the whirly
Hey,
gog a little
my
bit easier
bras,
because they are the size of my.
Yeah, mine are like
my bras make extra comfy helmets.
That whole thing during COVID where people were taking their bra and turning it into a mask. I don't think any of us
it was
could
funny.
do that
I tried.
No, but I could have made
It was
COVID masks
almost
for
big
like
enough.
an impoverished nation.
with one bra.
In one bra. So yes, chick
Audio clip.
titties and titty talk is definitely a thing, and I'm sure y'all will hear something about my fembot nipples down the road.
Okay, well,
We'll
since she
see.
brought it up, Ray is not
Why
in.
are these bitches always on? They're always on. I don't understand
You
it.
never wear a bra.
No, even when I do, it's like turkey timer. Like I don't understand.
It's called padding.
Be in the middle of the office. Yeah, but y'all
Enough
gotta wear like
padding for those bad boys.
It's hot.
I know they have a mind of their
Probably
own, man.
not. And
And,
God, with menopause heat flashes, I don't want any more clothing on me than I already have to wear.
and that's a clue to her age. If anybody wants to take a guess, we'll be giving our email at the end of this. And I may be dead before our next recording session since I just said that. But it does take us about, I don't know, 3 months of trying to figure out a time to hang out that before we actually can do so.
Dude.
Because I did move
Uh-huh.
about 15, 20 minutes away from Raven. Although Harley does have it, the worst. She does have to travel.
Harley is kind of at a disadvantage.
Yeah, that 3-hour difference.
And there's nothing at the
There
midpoint.
really isn't.
It's like gross and empty.
Well, I mean, we could always
A
go.
shitty McDonald's. There's a shitty McDonald's gas station.
There's a Whataburger.
There's not even a Buc-ee's in relative tone.
No,
I know.
I am
No,
not.
like,
I am.
we could totally meet up at a Buc-ee's and I would be happy.
You would go and try to buy all of
That's
the
fine.
rhinestone
Buc-ee's is
freaking
fine.
poles.
But we will not be meeting up at that Whataburger because the last time we were there, I almost punched a kid in the throat.
Oh my God, that was great. That was fucking great.
Because somebody was driving Daddy's I'm compensating for a micro penis truck and decided to peel out close to my car and mm,
Harley might have some anger issues. We're working on that.
Okay, by working on it, do you mean we're practicing target practice, or we're trying to not have this?
Are you kidding? No, she'd get pissed and run at us.
We need to take her to a rage room. Actually, I want to go to a rage. I
I'm
want to
only
go to a
gonna
rage room.
I'm only going to shoot her if I can be assured that she won't catch me.
Oh, I'm
to me.
okay.
Well,
Let's go ahead and
with
put
those
something else
titties,
out
you
there,
probably
okay?
can't run.
Which right here, and I do not have Ouija boards in my house, unlike somebody I know, Raven. And if she gets shot and goes and Harley goes the way of the dodo, she will come back and haunt you, and she will go through that she will go through that portal that I told you is there.
Oh, she won't even need that.
Oh, she may not, but she'll do it just to
show
prove me
up.
right.
It'll be like 3 a.m.
Wait. It's Harley, bitch. Now give me your titty.
You're gonna get these suckers pierced if I have anything to say about it.
No.
Right, but
Ghost piercings.
I'm not against piercings, but that's a no-go for me.
So I think it was one of the last times that we were together. We went to a tattoo and piercing shop.
Mm-hmm.
Harley was actively trying to convince Raven to get her nipples pierced, and was trying to get
We don't need
the
now.
spouse and on board with it. And he's like, I'm on board with it, but she's not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, Grizzly Adams has been pushing that for 20 years, and that ship has sailed, sir.
Mine aren't gonna get pierced. I'm good. My body does not
I
like
deflated
piercings.
wed socks aren't getting pierced.
I mean, it might have been funny when I was breastfeeding to be able to squirt in 4 different directions instead of just one. But no, we're not piercing the girls. They don't deserve that. They deserve love and attention and tenderness.
Okay, it depends on what type of mood you're in, if it's tender or not. Just throwing that out there.
Fair.
I love the look on Harley's face right now. It's freaking great. Because it's like, I want to say something, but at the
No,
Yeah.
the comment you just made, I was gonna say, I was gonna make a very similar comment, and then I was like, no, because if you point at somebody, you have 4 fingers pointing back at you, and yeah, depending on
Okay,
the mood. Hey, sorry,
Newly found kinks for another episode.
that ain't
so
newly found.
that's not a new thing. Harley and I have spent years traumatizing the late night servers at IHOP or Denny's in one way, shape, form, or another, because we did not care what we were talking about as we were in this restaurant and talking about everything under the sun. So yeah.
Oh, we talked about different size things, going in different size places, all sorts of stuff. It was very enlightening.
That reminds me, are you guys getting the coupon texts from Adam and
No?
Eve?
Why
Or is
why
that
do
just
I not have
No.
that? Well,
I don't know. I don't know how I started getting
have
them
you
either.
gone to Adam and Eve recently?
But some of them are. Yeah.
Did
maybe
you
that's
give
why.
your
Yeah,
number?
I don't remember. But anyway, I don't remember.
Okay, you have to pay attention to this kind of thing.
My brain is.
You have to pay attention to this. I understand we want coupons for the toy store and the lingerie store, because I know you are in
yeah.
some crazy ideas.
Yeah. They're not that crazy.
I didn't say they were that crazy. I have completely different types of crazy, just like Harley does. Although, Harley, do you remember we were at
I'm sorry, I just pictured really horrible things with my goodnight bat. So give me a moment.
Okay, well, in the state of Texas, you have to, jump through hoops to get on to Pornhub. So good luck trying to find that.
I have the. Never mind.
No, so at the beginning of mine and Harley's friendship, there was a play place we always went to in one of the malls where we were living at the time. And we hadn't fully decided if we liked each other or not. We were tolerating each other. But I think this was one of those, because it was around Christmas time. And we went to Fredericks of Hollywood. And I don't know if they still do, but Fredericks is not what it used to be.
No?
They don't have it anymore. It's closed.
Yeah, it's not. The level of quality is not what it used to be. Like, I have a corset that I got almost 20 years ago, so it was like 15 years ago, and it still holds up really well. And then I got another one a couple years later, and that corset died. Like, just horrible quality in comparison. But we went to Fredericks of Hollywood, and I think that was what first got us into, okay, we may be able to tolerate each other. Because I was helping her pick out Joker's Christmas present. And we went across to the
Oh,
accessory store across the way and picked out a mask to go with said adornment, packaging, whatever.
I would have just
It
stuck a
was
big
fun,
red
and
bow on it and went, here you go, buddy.
if my phone ever gets hacked, I'm so sorry
Oh,
for
bro.
the medical expenses that you're going to incur from the images that you see. I'm just saying.
Same. I'm
And
very careful scrolling through my photos when I need to show somebody
There's this
something.
thing called Volt,
their
people.
selfies, hey,
There's this thing called Volt. You put those in there because you don't want your kids accidentally finding them. Because my daughter knows my password.
Yeah.
And normally is so she could put a song on when we're in the car or whatever. I don't need her scrolling through
oh
my photos.
no, if you peep my password and you go into my phone, you know
deserve
what?
you get.
You deserve what you get. Yeah, exactly. You wanted to go through my phone. Oh, mommy, I thought you took a bigger picture. Me.
Okay,
If I
let's
wanted
keep
you
it.
to
Let's
have
keep
the
in mind.
picture, I would have sent it to you.
Okay, let's also keep in mind that my daughter would be like, "Oh my God, I'm traumatized," but I need you to go shopping with me when I possibly go to that career that I've been making the joke of for the last few years. And
Look, they've got really good shoes. So if you find a store, let me know.
Adam and Eve.
You gotta come to see me. I got you.
I haven't looked at their shoe
Another one
collection.
that
I've
has a
looked
good
at
one
their other
is
selections.
it's called Cindy's, and
Okay.
there's one relatively close to where Harley lives.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet. So we might have
extremely
to plan it on
close.
the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, that was it.
Alright.
So once upon a time, that was like
What's
once upon a time in a time far, far, far away.
Once upon a time.
Prior to kids, that was an old boyfriend of mine and I. That would be part of our date night. We'd go to the sex shop, and then we'd go have dinner.
Are you kidding? Girls like that
It
is
is
kind of fun.
all right.
But all right, we have talked your ears off long enough, folks. Thank you for joining us. And
I
I'm going to
think
let Harley.
that we have given you a nice
Glimpse.
insight into what you can expect from podcast episodes going forward from us. But thank you, everyone, so much for joining us today for our podcast. Rain, you seem to want to interrupt me.
I do. So, though a lot of our podcasts will be us shooting the shit, talking about random topics, and just in general, we will have some in-depth conversations and interviews and some special guests that we have already come across in our day-to-day lives on skincare, hair care, issues that we've had, insurance questions. You may have those. We know some people who are very well versed in that. Problem solving, all that other stuff. We have a plethora of knowledge that we want to share with you.
We do. And if you have an idea for a topic, go ahead
And
and
that
shoot it to us.
email for you to shoot us
We
the topic would
we
be
have
the
a
moms
couple
of
of different options for you.
we do,
Do
but
we
we
just want to
have
use the Moms of Chaos one? Or
Moms
do
of
we want...
Chaos.
Yeah.
So, listeners, here's a question for you. We're going to give you the general email right now. But if you feel like you would like the option to get input from myself, Harley, or Rain, or Professor Raven on any particular topic, we may or may not have established emails that you can reach out to us directly. If you want us to share those going forward, let us know. But for the time being, if you have any feedback or suggestions, actually keep your feedback to yourself. If you like us, then like, subscribe, share, whatever
Okay.
Come
option
on
you
back.
have available,
If
and
you like
return and
us,
come
that
see us again.
feedback is good.
But if you have some suggestions of topics that you'd like to hear the Moms of Chaos share their chaotic input on, you can feel free to send them over to momsofchaostx@gmail.com. That's Moms of Chaos, spelled exactly how it sounds. Chaos, for the record, is CHAOS, and then TX for Texas at Gmail. Remember, that's always available to send feedback or podcast topic
And
suggestions.
we will put that in the
Um,
comment or in the
and
description.
absolutely. And again, just like Rain said, some of our podcasts will be us just getting together as a group of friends and venting or bitching or shooting the
Bitching.
shit. And some of it will be topic specific of maybe certain situations or circumstances that we've encountered, or maybe problems that we come across in our personal journeys that we know is a problem that others may have come across, and we want to share our experiences to maybe help guide you in that same process. So some of those topics
We'll
will be
guide
more
y'all, right?
specific, and we'll outline those. But again, thank you everyone for joining us today for our very first podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed the glimpse into the Moms of Chaos, and hopefully we will see you back in our next podcast. Um, in theory, we're planning on uploading every 2 weeks. That may increase or maintain at 2 weeks. TBD, TBH. That's to be determined, to be honest, just so you know. But we will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
But